Hi students, welcome to the next and the last session of current electricity competitive. So we solved up to question number 34 yesterday. Now see question number 35. As shown in the diagram, this is the diagram. Question number 35. A1, A2 are the ammeters. In this is A1, this is A2. These two are ammeters they gave. Ammeters means which is going to measure current. So the ammeter resistance they gave 3 ohms each. This ammeter resistance is 3 ohm. This ammeter resistance is 3 ohm. This connection already we discussed so many times. Both are not meeting together. When an ideal cell of EMF 20 volts is applied between X and Y, they get three options. The current supplied by the cell is 2 amperes. The reading of A1 is 2 amperes. The reading of A2 is 2 amperes, which is current among all those. So between X and Y, they connected 20 volts battery. 20 volts battery means first we have to find what is the resultant resistance. How these resistors are connected. First we will take this is one end. This one end is connected at point X, isn't it? So this is second end. Second end is connected at point Y, isn't it? Next. So where this end is going? This one here. This end is connected at point X. This is one. Second end is connected at point Y. Now how these two connected means parallel. So parallel means so 3 A1 4. How these three connected? So here 3 ohms. 3 ohms. Ammeter resistance. This is also they give 3 ohms. 3. How much resistance? 3 plus 3 6. 6 plus 4 10. So here first one is connected for X. Second one is connected for Y. I am drawing that. 10 ohms. One is connected for X, another one is connected for Y. Next, this one. 2, this is 3. 3 ohm. A2 is also 3 ohm. 2, 3, 5. 5 plus 5, 10. Now this is connected for X. This is also 10 ohm. This total resistance 10 ohm. This total resistance 10 ohm. These two connected parallel to how much battery? 20 ohms. So 10 ohm connected in parallel. What is the resultant resistance? 5 ohm. Therefore, what is the current? I is equal to V by R. So 20 by 5. 4 amperes. The amount of current supplied by the cell to the total circuit is 4 amperes. 4 amperes. So 4 amperes they gave. The current supplied by the cell is 2 amperes. Therefore, first one is not correct. Next, second one, the reading of A1 is 2 amperes. One is here A1, another one is here A2. Therefore, here 4 is going to divide equally. 4 is going to divide equally means this is 2, this is 2. Therefore, 2 amperes, 2 amperes. Again, 4 amperes. 2 amperes means 2 and 3 is correct. 2 and 3 is correct means option 3 is correct. Next, question number 36. In the given diagram, no deflection shown by the galvanometer. Then the value of unknown resistance capital R. No deflection in the galvanometer means this bridge is said to be balanced. Balanced means this by this is equal to this by. That is nothing but 3 by 6 is equal to 9 by R. 3 by 6 equal to 9 by R. And galvanometer current is going to be 0. So 2 times, therefore R is equal to 18 ohms. 18 ohms, option 3. This is also option 3. Next, question number 37. The current shown by ammeter A. Current shown by ammeter A between X and Y they connected 24 volts, 9, 4, 9, 12, 18. So I didn't draw. So 9 ohms, 4 ohm, 9 ohms. So 9, 4, 9, 12, 18, 24. 12, 18, 20. What is the reading of the current? Either entering current or leaving current. Both will be same. First we have to find resultant resistance. How we will find resultant resistance means first we will find these two. How these two connected. So both ends connected here, both ends connected here. Therefore these two connected in parallel. Parallel means what is the formula? 4 into 12 by 4 plus 12. That is nothing but 16. 3 ohms. Now here how much you are getting resistance? 3 ohms. By replacing 4 and 12 you got 3. This is 9. 9 plus 3, 12. This is 18. 9, 12, 18. How these three are connected? Parallel. Then what is the formula? 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 9 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 18. So, what is the LCM? Can we take 18? 18 into 12? So 18 into 12 into 9 also we can take. Then 12 into 18 plus. So if you want to make it simple, so 12 into 18 plus 9 into 18 plus 12 into 18, 9 into 12. So like this we can do by taking LCM. So if it is going to be big means, so any two you can take, 18 and 9 you can take. Here total how many are there? 3 resistors are. If you have taken any two, 18 and 9 if you have taken. Because we can do very easily, 9 into 18 by 18 plus 9. So 9 into 18 by 27. So because we have to see simple way. In competitive we should not waste time. They won't allow calculator. 6 ohms. So in place of 18 and 9, we can take 6. Now 6 and 12. How 6 and 12 connected here? So in place of 9 plus 3, 12 we got. In place of 9 and 18, we got 6. How 6 and 12 connected? Parallel. 6 into 12 by 18. So 4 ohms. If you do like this also, you will get 4 ohms. I is equal to V by R, 24 by 4. So 6 amperes. Okay. See the next question, question number 38. In the diagram, the reading of galvanometer is 1.36 amperes, the value of capital R. This R value they are asking. So reading of this galvanometer is 1.36. So the current flowing in this branch is 1.36. This early setting, let us assume I current will be. Okay, so this is the junction A, this is B. So we want R. How we will take R means potential difference between A and B. VA minus VB is nothing but I into R. Current, how much amount of current is flowing? Entering current. I plus 1.36. So VA minus VB is equal to I plus 1.36. The current entering in this I into R. So if you know this value, VA minus VB value and I value, you will be getting R. Okay. So how we are going to calculate means already we are going to know how to apply Kirchhoff's laws for loop. So this is one loop here. A, B, again E. So for A, B, A loop, we are starting here, again ending at A. So like this we are going. So whenever we are going like this, so from A to B, current is downwards, our path is also downwards. Both are in same direction means minus into R. Next, we are moving from negative to positive. Negative to positive means plus 1. We are moving in the direction minus, then I is going to become 0. So we are moving from here to here and same direction. Therefore, minus 10 I u. This is one equation. Next, another one. In this value we want, but here we don't know I value. Okay. Next, in this another loop we can take like this, isn't it? So A, B, A. So for A, B, A loop, like this if you are going means we are moving like this, current direction is like this. Okay, here galvanometer resistance they give, so they need to give galvanometer resistance, simply they give just reading 1.36. we are going like this, positive to negative. We are coming downwards. Positive to negative means minus 30. So we are coming like this. See the path. Positive to negative, therefore minus 30 volts. Next, current direction here like this. We are going like this. Current direction is in opposite. Therefore, plus 15 into this current value how much? In this branch, current is 1.36. Okay. Next, we are going like this. Current is like this. Therefore, plus I plus 1.36 is going to become 0. Now, can you get I from this equation? If you got I from this equation, so minus 30 plus 1.36 into 50. So almost you can take this is 1.4. 1.4 into 15 you can take. Then you will get nearly answer plus I plus 1.36. This is R. Is going to become 0. So you will be getting I into 1.36 R value from this equation, because in this R is there. Current into resistance. This is 30 minus 30 plus 15 14s. 15 14s, how much you are getting? Almost 15 15s are 220. So you will get almost near answer I am doing. So 2.25. Correct only? 15 15s are 220. 22.5. I am taking exactly 15 15, but this is 14. Here you will get little bit less value. 22.5 I am taking plus I plus 1.36 into R is equal to 0. So this minus this, you will be getting minus. So 30 minus 22. 30 minus 22 is 8. Means 7.5. Minus 7.5 plus I plus 1.36 into R equal to 0. So this minus is going to become I plus 1.36 into R is equal to 7.5. So answer is almost. So I into 1.36 R is equal to 7.5. So this value only we should calculate. That value got here 7.5 volts. Here we have taken 15 15s. If you do exactly, you will be getting here near answer you will get almost 4 to 5 volts. 4 to 5 volts you will get. Then this value substitute here. So I into I plus 3.6, sorry, 1.36. This is 1.36. So this value you can substitute here 7.5. So minus 7.5. Almost we are doing this for minus 7.5 plus 20 minus 10 I is equal to 0. So 20 minus 7.5. So 20 minus 8 almost 11.5 you will get. Isn't it? So 11.5 is equal to 10 I. So I is equal to 11.5 by 10. I is equal to 1.15 amperes. Okay. So this 1.15 amperes I value you can substitute here. 1.15 plus 1.36. VA minus VB. This value how much you got? 7.5. Therefore here 7.5 is equal to 1.15 plus 1.36 into R. So almost you will get this one 2, isn't it? 1 plus 1, 2 you will get nearly 7.5 by 2. Almost you will get 4 volts. Nearly 4 you will get. I am doing this one approximately. You can calculate exactly by doing this one. You will be getting exact answer. Okay. So answer is 4 volts. Option 4. See the next question number 39. In the circuit shown, when the switch X is closed and the Y is open, ideal voltmeter shows reading of 24 volts. When X is closed. When X is open and Y is closed, the reading of voltmeter is 30 volts. When X and Y both are closed, the reading will be thereafter. Isn't it? How to solve this one? So when switch SC is closed, X is closed, Y is open. X is closed means which resistance is working? Here X is closed. then this resistor is not working. Therefore, here voltage there. Voltage V is equal to I into R. So I is equal to E by R plus R. This voltage 24 volts. I is equal to E by this capital R value 3, small r value small r into this capital R value 3. Call it as equation number 1. When X is closed, voltage is 24. Correct or not? Voltage is 24. Now when Y is closed, voltage is how much? 30. 30. When Y is closed, X is open, Y is closed. Now in place of capital R, how much is there? 6. Therefore, E by 6 plus R into 6. That is nothing but equation number 2. Okay. If we solve these two, you will be getting small e, small r value. Now both they closed. So both they closed means what is in place of R? What is in place of R means how these two connected? These two connected in parallel. Now voltage of this one there are. Whenever these two connected in parallel, what is the resultant resistance? Rp is equal to 6 into 3 by 9. So 2 ohms. Now capital R value in this 2 ohms. Then V is equal to IR. I means E by, now capital R value how much? 2 plus R into 2. Equation 3. So we will get, if we solve 1 and 2, you will get E and R. That E and R if we substitute in, you will get this V value. This V value we should find. So solve this one. How you will get means E by 3 plus R is equal to, from equation 1, 24 by 3. Then E is equal to 8 into 3 plus R. E is equal to 24 plus 8R. And then equation A. Next, from this 30 by 6, 5. E by 6 plus R is equal to 5. EV is equal to 5 into 6 plus R. E is equal to 30 plus 5R. Call it as equation B. Okay. So equate this. This is E, this is E. Therefore, 24 plus 8R is equal to 30 plus 5R. This one you can bring this. 8R minus 5R. 3R is equal to 30 minus 24, 6. Then R is equal to 6 by 3, 2 ohms. Small r you want. This small r we can substitute in equation number 1. 24 is equal to, so E by 3 plus R. 3 plus 2, 5 into 3. Then, so E by 5 is equal to 24 by 3. 24 by 3 means 8. Then E is equal to 40 volts. 5 into 8. This E value substitute here. E value substitute, if you substitute it means V is equal to, so 40 by smaller value how much you got? 2. 2 plus 2. 4 into 2. Then V is equal to 20 volts. Okay. Next is our question number 40. The resistance connected in parallel to 12 ohm for balancing the Wheatstone bridge as shown in the diagram. So how much resistance you should connect for 12 ohm to balance the Wheatstone bridge? Balancing condition is this by this 2 by 2.5 is equal to this by this total resistance. 8 by this total resistance means they are asking how much resistance we have to connect for this 12 ohm in parallel. Let us assume that is X. So these two resistance, this total resistance we have to calculate. These two connected in series. Here these two connected in parallel. Therefore 12x by 12 plus x plus 6. Isn't it? So here resultant resistance is these two connected in parallel. So 12x by. So they are asking how much resistance we have to connect for 12 ohm to balance the Wheatstone bridge they are asking. So 2 by 2.5. 20 by 25 is equal to, so 8 by, so 12x, what is LCM? 12 plus x, 12x plus 6 into, so 12 plus x. R1 R2 by R1 plus R. So 4 5 is 25. So 4 by 5 is equal to 8 into 12 plus x by 12x plus, so 12 6 72. Correct only? 6 2s are 12, 1 6 72 plus 6x, isn't it? So 12x plus 6x, 18x. Bring this side. So this 4 will be cancelled here 2 times, isn't it? So here 1 will be there. So 12x plus 72 plus 6x. 5 into 2. 10 into 12 plus x. 12x plus 6x. 18x plus 72 is equal to 120 plus 10x. This 10x bring this side. 18 minus 10. 18 minus 10 is 8x is equal to 120 minus 72. So 120 minus 72 you can do. So that is 10 minus 2 3. So 11 minus 7. 11 minus 7 is 40. Next equal to 43 by 8. So 10 minus 2 is 8. So x is 6 ohms. So option 3 is correct. Next, see the question number 41. The resistivity of potentiometer Y they gave, rho resistivity they gave, and area of cross section 5 into 10 power minus 6. If the current in the wire is 2 amperes, the potential gradient they ask. Current in the wire 2 amperes they give. What is the formula? V is equal to, just if we find IR, not this one, previous one, just the length of this one became V is equal to I into R means we came to R is equal to rho L by A. So potential gradient means V by L. V by L equal to I rho by A. Current value how much they gave? 2 amperes, isn't it? 2 into resistivity or specific resistance. Resistivity how much they gave? 10 into 10 power minus 8. 10 into 10 power minus 8 by area of cross section how much they gave? Area of cross section capital A is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 6. 5 into 10 power minus 6. So this will be cancelled 2 times 2 4. 4 into 10 power minus 8 plus 6. That is nothing but 4 into 10 power minus 2, 0.04 volt per meter. So 0.04 volt per meter. That is fourth option. Next is the question number 42. A wire of length 4 meters and of resistance 8 ohms is joined in series with a cell of EMF 20 volts and internal resistance 2 ohms there. All those are there in the circuit. 10 ohms is connected in the primary circuit. A resistance 10 ohms is also connected in primary circuit. A parallel combination of 2 identical cells is balanced across 1 meter. Then EMF of the each cell there. So what is the EMF value of each cell there? This total length they gave, length is equal to total length 8 meters and resistance of this wire. Resistance of the wire how much they gave? 8 meters, sorry, 4 meters length, 8 ohms resistance. 4 meters length, resistance of this total wire is 8 ohms. This is primary circuit. So what is the potential difference across this one means E is directly proportional to L, isn't it? So here V is equal to IR we will write. E is equal to IR. IR dash. Here R dash means the resistance of this smaller part. How much amount of current is passing through this wire? That is nothing but I is equal to E by EMF by resistance of this wire R plus series resistance plus internal resistance. What is the EMF here? 20 is divided by resistance of this wire how much? 8 plus series resistance how much? 10. Here internal resistance how much? Into 2. So this is nothing but current. So 20 by 20. This is 1 amp. I value is 1 amp. Now R dash. R dash is resistance of the smaller length. That is nothing but L. So we can know resistance of bigger length. Resistance of total wire is capital R. That is 8 ohms there. What is the resistance of smaller length? Cross multiply. Apple problems. L into R. LR is equal to R dash L. R dash is equal to LR by substitute. E is equal. I value you got 1 ampere. 1 into R dash value. So LR by L. So 1 into, so smaller value how much they gave? 1 meter. Capital R value how much they gave? 8 ohms. Capital length value how much they gave? 4. Then E is equal to 2 volts. What is the general formula if you want to write here means IR dash. What is I equation here? This one. So then E is equal to, so E by R plus RS plus R into R dash value how much you got? LR by L. RL by L. So this total is constant. That one only you write. E is directly proportional to L. This formula is very very important for you. So you should remember that. Therefore answer is 2 volts. See next question number 43. 40 to 43 both will be same. Already I gave formula for 42, same formula you have to apply for 43. Once I will do potentiometer wire of length 2 meters, it is connected in series with 200 ohms resistance and 5 volts battery. The potential gradient is 0.5 volts per meter. The resistance of potentiometer wire they are asked. Okay, so potentiometer wire of length 2 meters, total length and resistance they get. So this is the formula. Here only I wrote E is equal to, so E by R plus RS plus internal resistance into RL by L. So this voltage by length, this will give potential gradient. So E R by R plus RS plus R into length. So EMF. So they gave voltage how much? 5 volts battery. And resistance how much they gave? Resistance is 200 volts. That is nothing but potentiometer wire of length. This length is 2 meters. Voltage 5 into resistance value how much they gave? 200 volts. Ohms. 200. So resistance of this connected in series with resistance. RS is 200. R is wire resistance. 200. Internal resistance they didn't give, isn't it? Therefore small r is 0 you can take. And length of the wire how much they gave? 2 meters. This potential gradient how much they gave? 0.5. So solve this one, you will be getting this 2 will be cancelled in this 100 times 500. So 0.5 is equal to 500 by R plus 200. So this multiply here. So 0.5 into R plus 200 is equal to 500. So then R plus 200 is equal to 500 by 0.5. So 5000 by 5. 5000 by 5 means this is 1000. So R is equal to 1000 minus 200. That is nothing but 800 you are getting, isn't it? So the capital R value how much we substituted? Sorry, here capital R value we substituted. Capital R we have to find. This is series resistance. This R value also you should substitute R1. So RS they gave 200. R value we have to find. So 0.5 is equal to, this is 2 ohm. Okay. 5R by R plus 200 into 2. This 5 into 0.5 into 2. 5 to 10. That is nothing but 1. That is equal to 5R by R plus 200. So R plus 200 is equal to 5R. This implies 4R is equal to 200. 4R equal to 200 means R is equal to 50 ohms. So in previously we substituted capital R, but they asked for the capital R. That is RS. RS is, so in series with 200 ohms means RS is 200. Okay. So same equation both 40 to 43. Okay. Next 44. Choose the incorrect option. That one is not there for us. We didn't discuss Seebeck effect, Peltier effect. Therefore 44. I am not discussing. Next is the 45. In which of the following circuit power dissipated is maximum? Power dissipated is maximum means power formula P is equal to V square by R. So power is going to become maximum means R is going to become minimum. Among all these, which is minimum resistance? All are equal resistance, R only. Here all these are parallel. Therefore, in this first case, RP is equal to R by 3. Next. Second case, how these three are connected? Series. Second case, resultant resistance 3R. Third case, these two connected in parallel, these two connected in series. Here we will get R by 2, R plus R by 2. In third case, R plus R by 2. That is nothing but 3R by 1.5 R. So presently among all these, which is minimum resistance is first option. Okay, now see this one. R and R, these two connected in series, 2R. 2R and R, these two connected in parallel. Therefore, R into 2R by 3R. R1 R2 by R1 plus R. So 2 by 3R. So 0.6R. This is 1 by 3R means, so 0. How much you are getting? 1 by 3. So 0.33 are 9. 3R. So among all these, which is minimum? 0.6, 0.3 is minimum. Therefore, in first case, you will be getting maximum power because R is minimum for first case. Therefore, option 1 is correct. Question number 45. Question number 46. Figure shows a part of circuit. They have drawn the circuit diagram. 2 ohms, 4 amperes. Next, 10 volts battery, 5 volts resistance, 3 ohms resistance, 5 volts. 4 ohms, 6 ohms, 1 ampere, 1 ampere. Okay, so they gave power dissipated in 5 ohms is 5 watts, VA minus VC is 9 volts, VB minus VD is 15 watts. So which are correct? We have to see 1 by 1. So here we have to divide the current first. Here finally 1 ampere, here 1 ampere is coming. Entering current how much here? 4 amperes. This is a junction. Here it is 1 ampere. Then here how much current will be there? 3 amperes because entering current is 4 amperes. Here it is going 3 amperes means in this how much? 1 ampere. So 1 plus 3 equal to 4. Here is 1 plus 3 equal to, so entering current and leaving current. So 2 amperes or 1 ampere, isn't it? But finally you will be getting, they give 2 amperes, 1 ampere. So here 1 ampere, 1 ampere. So finally this is going to become 2 ampere. Okay, and this is going to become 2 ampere. See, finally entering current and leaving current should be same. Here 2 amperes current is entering. This 4 is going to divide 2 and 2. So 2 entering current, leaving current here 1 ampere, 1 ampere. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Therefore, currents will be divided. Now what is the power means in this? They are asking power in 5 ohm resistance. P is equal to I square R. This is the power equation. I value how much? 2. 2 square into R value 5. 4 into 5. 20 watts. But they gave power in 5 ohms how much? 5 watts. Therefore, first one is not correct. First one is not correct means second and third. First one is not correct means already 3 options first is there. Therefore, answer is fourth option. If you didn't solve also, you will be getting answer. But how to solve that one we will see. In VA minus VC is 9 volts. VA minus VC. Where is C? This is this point we only see. That point. So VA minus VC. Up to here we should calculate. So VA. So we are going in the same direction. Minus 4 into 2. 8. Negative to positive we are going. Therefore, plus 10. We are going in the same direction. In this current how much? 2 amperes. Therefore, minus 2 into 3. We are going negative to positive to negative. Therefore, minus 5 is equal to VC. Already we did so many times this one. So VA minus 10 minus 8. 2 minus 6 minus 5 equal to VC. So VA minus VC equal. This VC is coming this side. 6 plus 2. 8. 8 plus 5. 13. VA minus VC equal to 13. 13 only. So 10 minus 8, this is plus 2. This is plus 2 means 9. 9 volts. VA minus VC is equal to 9 volts. Minus 6 plus 2 minus 4. Minus 4 minus 5 minus 9. Minus 9 is going this side plus 9. So VA minus VC they gave 9 volts. Therefore 2 is correct. Next 3 VA minus VD. VB minus VD 15. VB minus VD means from here to here we have to do. So VB. So we are going in this direction. Current also in the same direction. Minus 2 into 3. Positive to negative. Minus 5. So we are going in the same direction. Minus 4 into 1 is equal to VD. So VB, this VD is coming this side, minus VD. So minus 6, minus 5, minus 4. So minus 15. That is nothing but if it is going that side, plus 15. So VB minus VD is equal to 15 volts. That is also option 4 is correct. Okay. Next is the question number 47. See the question number 47. The value of R, so the power dissipated in it is maximum. They gave 12 ohms, 8 volts, 4 ohms. 8 volts, 4 ohms. So in this, how we are going to solve this? Power is going to become maximum. So this circuit diagram we will assume on battery here. This is not there. This is not there, but just we are assuming because two cells connected in parallel means equivalent EMF formula we are going to calculate. So equivalent EMF V1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. Here E1 means in this EMF is 0. So 0 into 4, 0 plus 8 into 12 by R1 plus R, 12 plus 4. That is nothing but 16. So E equivalent is equal to, so 12 into 8, so 12 into 8 by 16, that is nothing but 6 volts. So I am drawing the circuit diagram. Here you got 6 volts. Okay, next here resistance. These two connected in parallel. Parallel means what is the formula? 12 into 4 by 16. So 3 ohm. Next, another resistance. Here we got 12 volts. Here resistance capital R. Okay. Now again we are going to calculate in this how much current is going to be coming. How much current is going to be coming means going to become maximum. Maximum means again we are going to find E equivalent. So I is equal to E equivalent by capital R into capital R plus small total equivalent EMF by total resistance. Here total resistance how much? R plus 3. Correct only? So E equivalent some value you will get R plus 3. So whenever this is going to be become maximum, I told you. So this resistance should be equal to this resistance. Then R is going to become 3 ohms. Therefore, whenever R is equal to 3 ohms, current is going to become maximum. Logically you should do, so don't do blindly. So when the grouping of N cells we discussed also, we equated these two, MR equal to NR. Then current is going to become maximum. Whenever maximum, power is going to become maximum. Like that, we are going to solve. Therefore, question number 47 answer is 3 volts. Next one, question number 48. So in this, two bulbs they connected. 50 watts, 100 volts. 50, 100, 100, 100. 50 watts, 100 volts, 100 watts, 100 volts. Two bulbs they connect. That is rated. 50 watts, 100 volts. AB. Bulb A, bulb B. So then they gave options. Bulb A will fuse, bulb B will fuse, both A and B will fuse, none of will fuse. When bulb is going to be fused, already we gave condition. If applied voltage is greater than rated voltage. Here rated voltage is how much? 100 volts. Here applied voltage we should calculate. That is nothing but V1, V2. Here two resistors connected in series. Two resistors means what is the resistance of this one? What is power formula? V square by R. Then R1 is equal to V naught square by P naught or VA square by PA. Isn't it? What is V value here? 100 watts. That is nothing but 100 into 100 by what is power? 50. And how much you got? 200 volts. This resistance is 200 volts. Now this resistance how much will? Now R2 is equal to same V0 square by P0 square. V0 value how much? 100 into 100 by P0 value 100. Therefore resistance is, this resistance is 100 ohms. Now what is the voltage across 200 ohms? What is the voltage across 100 ohms? Already voltage formula we gave when two resistors connected. R1 by R1 plus R2 into V. What is R1 value here? 200. So 200 by 200 plus 100. 300 voltage. How much voltage is applied? This is applied voltage. 300. So 200 volts. Now it is 200 volts. This is 300 means this one will become 100 volts. See here. So rated voltage is 100, applied voltage is 100. Here rated voltage is 100, applied voltage is 200. Now which bulb is going to be fused means, so bulb A will fuse. So that is the answer. See the last question in this. Why I am saying last question means remaining questions they give capacitors resistors combination. So presently we can't discuss those. See the 49th question. So three bulbs rated they give 60 watts, 100 watts and 200 watts. 60, 100, 200 watts are designed to work on voltage 200 voltage equal to 200 voltage means they connected. So which bulb will burn most brightly if they are connected in series across 200 volts? Whenever voltage remains means bulbs are connected series. What is the formula? I square. So P is equal to I square R. This is the formula. Now power is directly proportional to resistance. Now out of these three bulbs, which is having more resistance that will consume means it will burn more brightly. So which is having more resistance means what is the resistance formula? R is equal to, this is the formula, resistance V square by P. That is nothing but V square by first power. That is nothing but V value how much? 200 into 200 by P value 60. So 10 to 3, 2000 by 3. So 6, 6, 6. Some 3 to 6 ohm you got. This is first bulb resistance. Next, second bulb resistance. Let us say this is R1. Now R2 you will have. R2 means same this one only. 200 into 200. V square by. Now power value 100. Now 400 ohms. Now R3 is equal. Same formula. 200 into 200. Now power is 200. So 200 volts. How long all the which resistance is more? First bulb resistance is more. First bulb resistance is more means which will burn more power means first bulb. Therefore 60 watts bulb will be glowing more bright. Therefore option 1 is correct. Okay. So next we are seeing level 2. Level 2 only one problem I am discussing which is important model. The remaining models are same like this, only some models are there. So that is nothing but a wire which is bent in the form of circular path is having resistance R. Now this wire is made into make a circular arc by making some angle theta. Then what is the resistance of this one? This is very simple. For 2 pi angle, resistance is R. Then for what is resistance for theta angle? That is nothing but R dash. Very simple. How to remember also I will say. So cross multiply R dash into 2 pi is equal to theta R. Then R dash equal to theta by 2 pi into R. So this is the resistance of this R1. Theta by 2 pi into R. So in page number 104, question number 18 in level 2 they gave one problem you can see. So they gave like this. So this angle they gave 120 degrees. It is connected to a battery of 18 volts and resistance 3 volts. This is A, this is B. In this, two wire components are there. This is one wire, this is one wire. In this theta is 120 degrees. Remaining is 360 minus 120 because total is how much? So total angle is 360 degrees. Sometimes they will ask what is the current flowing through this one. Current flowing through this one, I1 and I2, because these two resistors connected in parallel. What is the resistance of AB below part? This one. That is using R. AB above part. That is nothing but R. What is R1? What is R1? R1 means you have to follow this formula. Theta by 2 pi into R. Here theta means 120 degrees. 120 degrees in pi terms, how we will write? So 120 degrees is equal to, how we will write? 2 pi by 3, 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 how much? 120 degrees is equal to, can we write 2 pi by 3? We will write theta is 2 pi by 3. Then what is R1 value means? This resistance value. R1 is equal to, so theta value 2 pi by 3 into 2 pi into R. 2 by 2 pi will be cancelled. R by 3. So resistance of this complete wire they give. Resistance, the wire of resistance 27 ohms. 27 ohms means this R value 27 by 3. So R1 value is 9 ohms. Now R2 you should calculate. 360 minus 120. Remaining angle how much here? 360 minus 120. 4. So 3 minus 1, 240. How will you write 240 in terms of pi? Okay, 4 pi by 3. 4 pi by 3 only. So 240 is equal to, can we write 4 pi by 3? So pi by 3, 180 by 3. 6 3s are 18. So 6 into 4, 240. Now R2 is equal. R2 is equal to, in place of theta how much now? This remaining angle 4 pi by 3. So in place of theta 4 pi by 3 into 2 pi into capital. 2 pi will be cancelled. 2 by 3 R. Then R2 is equal to 2 by 3 R. 2 by 3 into, this total distance how much they give? 27. So then R2 is equal to 18 ohms. Instead of giving directly 9 ohms, 18 ohms, they have given circular path. Now how these two connected means, in this 9 ohm, 18 ohm they connected in parallel. Then what is the resultant resistance? Rp is equal to 9 into 18 by 27. Isn't it? So 9 plus 18. So here total resistance 6 ohms. This resistance 6 ohms, this resistance 3 ohms. Then how much current is entering? I is equal to V by R. 18 by total resistance 6 plus 3, that is nothing but 9. So entering current is 2 amperes. In this entering current is 2 amperes. But they are asking what is the current through this AB, what is the current through this AB. At that time you should calculate I1 right. How these two connected? These two connected in parallel. Parallel means voltage across A and B will be same, isn't it? So voltage across AB and voltage across AB will be same. Voltage across AB means current flowing to this one is I1. I1 into R1. Current flowing to this one is I2 into R2. I2 into 18. Entering current is how much? 2. Entering current is 2 means this is I1. Then I2 is going to become 2 minus I1. Correct only? So therefore voltage across AB, that is nothing but 9I1 is equal to 18I2. 9I1 is equal to 18I2 value how much? 2 minus I1. If you solve this one means you will be getting I1 value and you will be getting I2 value. So then current flowing through this one we are going to get. So I1 is equal to 4 minus 2I1. Then 3I1 is equal to 4. I1 is equal to 4 by 3. Then I2 is equal to 2 minus 4. This is one concept, means this concept we didn't get in that example or anywhere. Therefore just I discussed. So resistance of an R. This one we got in moving charges and magnetism lesson also. So total complete current carrying conductor. So in circular path at center, B naught B is equal to mu naught I by 2 R you got. For R you got like this, theta by 2 pi into some B value you got. Same like that, theta by 2 pi you should remember for any R resistance value. Okay. So with this competitive we are finishing for current density. There is no end for competitive. So if we discuss 2000, 1000, 10,000 like that we will discuss. So we are going to meet in the next chapter. I think Krishna sir will start next chapter in second year. So both PU and concrete. After completion of the lesson again, I will come on to another lesson. Okay. Till then, stay home, stay safe.